What to do to all my niggas? Oh, wait, hold on. Nah, Zeta beat you to it. Yeah, he beat you to it. What up, L niggas? You feel me? L negros. What up to these niggas? We got a few things to go over in this short little stream, folks. We got a few things we need to go over. Not gonna take too long, but we're gonna get into it. All right, y'all know the drill. Send me whatever videos, Reddit posts, whatever the hell. Send me whatever, and we'll get that going. I got to do something really quickly. So the homie Paper Prince, right? He sent me a Twitter thread. Oddly enough. So let's go ahead and start this because I ain't gonna lie. Twitter is not the hub of intelligence. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't want to spend too long on this. All right. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see this. All right. Let's read this really quickly. So it says, this is from Jordan Lee. Hopefully this is something intelligent. It's fairly recent, I would hope. Yeah, came out yesterday. Not a single piece of promotional material mentions, even for the anime, that Goku just walks around with God Ki in his base. The whole point of Super Saiyan Blue is that there is a chi control technique that is, or a chi control technique behind it that is required. If Goku's using regular Super Saiyan, he's not using said technique. If he's using Blue, he is using said technique. This is wrong for many reasons. Okay. Firstly, this is just you blatantly ignoring what Beerus says about Goku's power. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So this is something that everybody should pretty much see. But if you didn't watch my Staying Beyond God video, you wouldn't know. Funny about that. But hey, it is what it is. Let me just show y'all what I'm talking about. As you can see here, it seems that the Super Saiyan God's power did not disappear even though time ran out. Ki is power. They're both synonymous. They're both interchangeable. So with that being said, they're openly referring to the God Ki that is from the form that is actively being used by Goku's Super Saiyan stage. The issue is he is not using the divinity to its max, right? He is still mainly relying on his mortal Ki, like in the Super Saiyan stage. What's on the left? What's on the left? What happened? Uh, Hold on. What happened? What I miss? Anyway, I don't even remember. But as is right here, so it's just openly confirmed. That's a piece of promotional material. But sure, I guess. If you want even more confirmation, there's these statements right here. The Resurrection F guide openly confirms it if you need to be zoomed in. It is said that Saiyans can gain control of the godlike power without changing form. But if those godlike Saiyans change into the Super Saiyan state, then the power of a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is born. So like, yeah, they can attain God levels of power without changing form. That's crazy. I don't know how I didn't see that. All right. Okay, so here we go with that. As Toriyama and most supplemental material in the series itself state grants them the battle power of Super Saiyan God, not God Ki. This is just openly wrong. I don't know what type of brain cell you are really using to your fullest, but okay. Like, so let me see what he's talking about here. this Super Saiyan is a Saiyan with the power of a Super Saiyan God. Okay, how does that contradict anything that was said before? How does that even prove what you just said? Like, I okay. Is GT Goku using God Ki even without Super Saiyan God, or does the child wish prevent him from using God Ki? I would say it prevents him from using God Ki. That power is just something that is higher than Super Saiyan 2 or 3. And again, we know for a fact that Goku can't use power above that, like that limit of cap, in that Saiyan body or in that childish body. So I would definitely say he can't use his God forms, any God Ki, anything of the sort. Can GT Goku beat Beerus? Why or why not? It depends on what Beerus. Like, if you're talking about Super Beerus in like the anime, um, I would say so, but that's off of like Sugaroku space scaling and like things like that, and like Omega Shenron and shit like that. Um, what's the name? But if we're talking Battle of Gods, is Super Saiyan 4 a god form? No. I would definitely I wouldn't say so. No, definitely not. Uh, can GT? Yeah. So back to that. I think Battle of Gods and Resurrection F is canon. What's the name? Is canon of GT. And in that, like, that power of Beerus is surpassed. So like, I think it would definitely make a lot more sense for GT Goku to be above. In your opinion, can Dragon Ball characters erase atoms, or only turning them into ashes can they erase with base key, or only can aneurysm reading this? Um Okay. Can they atomize certain things? Yes. It's stated on multiple occasions that these characters can erase and like destroy down to the last atom, down to cells. These are things that happen in Dragon Ball multiple times. Hakai is something that is increasingly beyond all of that. It is existence erasure, something that is beyond atomization, vaporization, being turned to ashes. It's way beyond that, like that level of destruction. It's something that attacks the soul and the body and completely erases them. Um, yeah, like he can scatter atoms. There's certain statements of like Vegeta being able to erase people's like destroy people down to their last atoms and things like that. So then, if it's canon, why is Goku only mentioning characters stronger than Buu and not? Probably because the show came out in 1996. Like, these characters were not created back then. They weren't thought of back then. Like, they didn't know these characters existed. Retroactive inclusion is a thing. This is something that happens multiple times in fiction, where something is retroactively included after its release and subsequent releases come out. Like, things like that happen all the time. Is that was that all that I had to read? Because this wasn't even really a thread. It was more of like just like a little post that was openly wrong. I'm doing a Broly versus Cell video currently. I'm recording the audio for it. I kind of need to. Uh, I don't know if I can make the thumbnail for it on stream. I probably could, but uh, it's gonna be like Z Broly versus Cell. I saw Event make the video and then he lied to everybody using fake scans to prove his point that just like isn't true. Um, it's just a lot of shit that I just didn't agree with. Like him making the statement that the Dragon Ball movies don't take place in the anime timeline. That's just wrong. So is Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku stronger than MUI Goku? Hell no. Hell no. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think like Goma and Daima Goku, like I don't even think they touch like Boo until Super Saiyan 4, if I'm being honest. I don't think they touch Kid Buu until like Super Saiyan 4 levels of power. What the hell is going on in Prominence? Uh Let me see. Update on Ryu. But he was acting up and shit, trying to reenact revenge by threatening to make a Super versus GT video on his own, or of his own. That's fine, but like, it won't matter if he's not presenting good information. Can you react to Super or to Goku versus the Guardian? From YouTuber Nothing Important here. Send the link. Uh, but then how does it make sense for GT Goku to be above MUI Goku? Yeah, what Jopo said, like they're not the same character. Oh, they're different people. Um, I still want to do Janemba versus Super Buu. Uh, I want to do a few other topics, a few other like. Are you cool with Arrow Flame? Arrow's cool. I don't have too much interaction with Arrow. Um, I don't really know what he's doing nowadays. I heard he quit the com. I heard he's done with YouTube and stuff like that, and he's just doing his own thing. I I don't know what he's doing, but wish the best of luck to him. You know, I just don't really have too much interaction with bro. Because tonight will be a night that I will fall for you. Uh, Pretty much the same thing. I don't really have too much interaction with them either. I don't really interact with them. Um, Again, cool people, good scalers. I don't really talk to them. They're more of like drip, that's more of like drips people. But yeah, what up, Fusion? Um, I'm trying to see what else I could have at my disposal. What else we could be watching right now? What could we be reacting to? No, you're not. What do you think about concepts equaling outer concepts are non-physical? Essentially, they're just non-physical manifestations of ideas. They're pretty much ideas in general. They're just abstractions. They're just non-physical abstractions. That's why they scale to outer. Um, Actually, the only thing that really does like scale you to outer off of that is more so like what's the name? Space and time. The concepts of space and time and like being devoid of them. Because they are like the makeup, like they're the building blocks of dimensionality. So, what is your PFP from? Death Note. Why does the whole house gotta hear this? I heard Goku's balanced because Shenron is equal to Zeno, and Zeno is infinite into outer. I don't know who told you that. I guess Goku by the end of the series surpasses everyone. Yeah, some people don't need to be scaling. I really don't think there's any boundless characters that exist. Honestly, like I have yet to encounter a true boundless character. GT down players and canon fiends be the most annoying type of GT fans. Facts. Or DBs or Dragon Ball fans. Facts. And 9 times out of 10, they talk about GT and it being trash. Half of them haven't even seen it. I wouldn't even say half. I'd probably say like 95% haven't even seen it. Can Omega Shenron grant wishes via absorbing the Dragon Balls? Grant wishes? No. He's not a wishing dragon. He just houses the power of the orbs. People still believe in Battle of Gods over GT in 2025 is crazy. Facts. Uh, I just had to let you know. Let me see if I can actually get some. None really. Let me see if I can get some. Baby girl. Nee, nee, nee. I didn't realize how trash Bio Broly was until I went back and watched it yesterday. Not gonna lie. Wanted to gouge my eyes out completely. Shout out, shout out Dragon Ball Z Perfect Shots on Twitter, bro. I swear to God, without them, I low key be lost to make these thumbnails, bro. It low key be damn near impossible. Trust no bitch, trust no hoe. In the Genesis whipping Coco. All right, cool. Got some Broly pictures. Favorite Z movie? Shockingly enough, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. Like, bro, Dragon Ball Z movie 8. Bro, probably the best of the series. Did you see Long's takes vid of if GT can survive the TOP? I almost made a debunk vid on it. But the issue is he just regurgitates the same arguments he's been saying since like the beginning of his YouTube career. So it's kind of like just it's redundant, honestly. Like honestly, I'm being honest. I really think like Lonk doesn't understand GT scaling, so because he doesn't understand it, he just dismisses it, and it's one of the most corny things I've ever encountered in my life. Like honestly, and then when you confront him about it, like you don't even get to talk to him. All of his like his goons come through and they start like swarming it and trying to like talk to you and get to you before you can get to him, and it's weird. Like I don't know, bro. Like anytime y'all step in on a long server and try to like question him on what he says in his videos, bro, I guarantee you're not gonna get far. I guarantee it. I'm getting dummy pictures to use for this. It's gonna be lit. Trust no bitch, trust no hoe. In the Genesis with Coco. The perfect shots low key look worse for Cell. I ain't gonna lie. Yogi don't my fucking hoe. With Super Saiyan Blue and Asspool, kinda, honestly. It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that. His most recent video was about Vegeta. Like, what you mean? What does he say? Mm, 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 mm. It's like saying if it's like saying if Vegeta is a fraud or not. A fraud or a goat. It depends because Vegeta's character was never like a. He was never built to be like someone that always wins. Like for me, I just don't really think like that was ever really what his character was about. If anybody's in the Discord server prominent, send me some good cell pictures because I need them, low key. Do you know who Rose Kai is? Yeah. Funny part is that man is actually not. That man ain't been on YouTube in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. I think the last thing I seen of him was like him debunking Josh Inspires about Goku versus Saitama. That was it. Bro, I need some good cell pictures, bro. These are not good. Like these are for sure not finna stand the test of this, the scaling. Like if I scale these images up, bro, I promise you, it's not gonna end up well. It's gonna look nasty, honestly. Um, like if I really scale this image, it's not gonna look good. Facts. Inverse, definitely. Cross verse is a little more like iffy. Dragon Ball Super manga or anime, like in terms of what enjoyment, power, like what do you mean? Where do you scale Nekomajin? Honestly, I don't even know what Nekomajin is. Like, is it just like a side story that's like a parody? Like, I don't know what it relates to. Okay, like I know it's like supposed to be like a Dragon Ball thing, like a little Dragon Ball parody, but like enjoyment manga, 100% manga. What's your thoughts on Justin's Den? I haven't seen a video of his, or maybe I haven't. I just haven't paid attention. But honestly, I tone out anybody that really tries to say like, Boo Hunt over Kid Boo in 2025. Uh, yeah, Goku's always had a fear needle, so that's not really a new thing. Unless that was like anime exclusive before, and then it randomly became like manga. Could you imagine being friends with Chris Benoit? That's crazy work. I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I see Dean can Sam and Dean Winchester solve the Kira case? Yeah, that's a fall off, buddy. You doing the cell scaling video? I'm doing Broly versus Cell. That's why if you're in prominence, somebody needs to send me some cell pics. I ain't gonna lie. Someone's not tracking. Okay, so uh, I'm about to shift gears real quick. We're gonna talk about Avatar for a second. Full power Cell or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan power or both arms no power. So um on to I'll say that for the video though. Okay, so I need to direct y'all attention to this really quickly because if y'all watch Avatar like I watch Avatar, um, it should be obvious that like people would rather just simply like say idiotic points as opposed to just being truthful. Um, so let me give some context to what's on this screen before your eyes, right? So I said a few things about Korra's choice to trust Unalaq in the beginning of book 2, right? Uh, let me just explain this again. I take personal issue with Korra trusting Unalaq in the beginning of book 2. I understand that she doesn't know the truth about his evil intentions until book 2, episode 4. It's not my point. My point is Unalaq gave clear red flags before ever even actually being called out on what he did in the past, right? So I said these few things, right? I said that Unalaq shouldn't have been trusted because he A dismissed her feelings about leaving Tenzin, dismissed her feelings about Unalaq bringing troops to the north, and also dismissed her feelings about her place with opening the spirit portals. She didn't know what she was doing was the right thing, and all Unalaq did was dismiss that and say, "Yeah, no, you're 100% doing the right thing. Forget how you feel. You have to do this. You're the avatar, spirit, or the bridge between the spirit world and the human world." Like, so then I said that. And I also said, Tanrock openly saying that Unalaq may have ulterior motives. Unalaq never speaking to Korra about her, about her as a person, never trying to get to know her as a person, trying to understand who she is. Always talking about her place in his plan and what she can do to further his plan. And also, every dialogue piece would literally be about like Conrock and Korra, like having their quarrels. Like he would try to force a wedge between like Tenzin, Korra, and Conrock. So like it was just a little obvious that like there was something more to what Unalaq was trying to get off his chest. Here comes to this, right? And it's just obvious that this person isn't paying attention. So they say some of these are just ignoring context or just wrong. One, he reassured her of her choice. That's not the same as dismissing her. Okay, buddy, I need y'all to use y'all head for like 3.7, like just 2.7 seconds. Let's use our brains, right? Okay. If I tell you, yo, let's okay, yo, let's rob this bank real fast, right? You ask me, is this really the right thing to do? I don't know how I don't know if this is really something that we should be doing. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Right? And I say, man, F all that noise. You that guy. You supposed to be in here and be able to. You supposed to go in there and be able to do what you need to do. Right? And I say, you got this. Go in there and go rob that bank. Am I not dismissing your feelings while also reassuring you? Like, like I'm openly dismissing your scared feelings, you not being able to do da, 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 do XYZ, but I'm also reassuring you to make sure that you don't catch on to me dismissing your feelings. You feel me? Like I I never once try to understand how you feel in the moment. Instead, I try to just push that to the side and propel you towards what I want you to do. That's not that's not like a non-dismissive tactic. Like that's all I'm saying. Hopefully that analogy made sense. But yeah. 2, he gave a believable excuse. Wait. So to you, you think that it's believable that that Unalaq is trying to just do peaceful order in the South and maintain balance in both tribes by literally forcing his government, his jurisdiction, and his soldiers on the South. That that makes sense to you? Like that's a believable excuse, bro? Okay, sure. 3, opening the spirit portals isn't some inherent red flag. No one saw an issue with it before the reveal. Someone is attracted, right? Um, again, Cora felt like it was something she should not have done, or like not that, but like she felt like it was something that she didn't want to do. She did not want to do it at first. She had to be pushed into doing it by Unalaq. What are we talking about? This is not something that's like uncommon. 4, Tanwa does not say this. The closest thing is when he says, "How do you know if what Unalaq is saying is true?" But that was coming from a place of trying to keep his daughter from going to a dangerous location. Two things can be true at once. You're saying this like it's just dismissing my interpretation. It's not. Unlock immediately provides the closest thing to proof he can. By what? Offering like you don't debunk anything. All you're doing is just telling me like, oh, he has what Cora needs, so he should automatically be trustworthy. That's not the case. Like like, this is retarded. I'm not about to keep doing this. Better yet, after here, I'm gonna invite him to the stream. Let him come to that. Okay. Finally. Jesus. All right. Okay. So I'm done with the Twitter stuff now. Uh, I some sell stuff in my DMs. Let me see if I can. Not in my DMs in my server. Last thing I'll do on the stream before the stream is over is I'll make the thumbnail for Broly versus Cell. Um, I'm gonna finish the recording tonight, probably tomorrow. And then I'll finish the editing tomorrow too. Hopefully, the video should be getting up by tomorrow. But if it won't, it won't. Fine. Uh, Fusion, if you got like some actual self pics, like not PNGs. I need like actual like shots from the show. If you have those, that'd be great. I really appreciate that you have the PNGs too. That'd be a good backup. I just had to let you know. Not just good shots to sell. Just any good shots to sell. You know what? Since I'm here, let me finish making my super tier list. So I'm not done with the Goku Black Arc just yet. So hopefully y'all can give me some grace with that. This is just from Battle of Gods all the way up to I'm gonna include the movies just to get that completed, and then I'll be done with it. So yeah, it's just saying, this is like for anime reference because I think it's virtually the same in the anime. All right, let's start off real smooth, real clean. Like, don't want to take too long. Go right here, pin images. All right, let's start off real clean. Scroll down. Let's get to the movies real fast. Uh, some more things got to take care of. So juniors, um, they're stated to be right at about Cell's power. Yeah, that's fine. Stated to be right at Cell's power, so I won't really push it too much. I'm not doing any of the henchmen from the movies. It'll be like just the main villains and the main villains alone. Because I don't honestly, the henchmen are really just like punching bags for the entirety of like the main cast. Honestly, all right, Turles should get put over Namek Goku, base Namek Goku logically. Well, it depends because it's supposed to happen in the middle of the Frieza saga. So I'd probably say like post Zenkai, definitely. Jayla, what are you doing? I'm trying to think about it. Trying to think about what would be like the case. I'll put Turles right there. Slug would probably be above Turles, obviously. False Super Saiyan, I give that above Frieza. I don't have it above Frieza's full power. Um, actually, bear with me. The reason why I'm saying that 150, do the math. It's the same character, and like you're receiving the same imp. Cooler. I'm not gonna waste too much time on this one. Where's base Goku at? Actually, wait, no. Doesn't Cooler fight like Cooler fights a stronger version of Goku in Super Saiyan and like dies to a stronger version of Goku in Super Saiyan than in comparison to Yardrat Goku. Like Yardrat Goku like has a 3 year disparity to get stronger. So I would definitely put him there. Meta Cooler. Don't gotta take too long on this one. Android 13. Probably say mm, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Trust no bitch, trust no hoe. In the Genesis whipping Coco. Oops, shocker. Y'all get a surprise little. Actually, I could probably push it to a little higher extent. Oops, shocker. Um, boom, 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 boom. Where is base Go? Wait, hold on. Where's base Gohan in the Buu saga? What the heck? I don't see base Gohan anywhere on this list. That is crazy. So you're ranking all the movie characters. I'm ranking all the anime, the Toeiverse characters. Trying to get one official list out. I did the manga one already. I'm just including the movie characters. Uh, uh, why is Turles back down here? Why is Turles on the list twice? Why is Slug on the list twice? I bet I'm lost in thought right now. Okay, cool. Bio Broly. Put him at. Yeah, I think I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. BoJack. Uh, Well, easy street. Uh, I think this list is coming out good so far. I ain't gonna lie. Should be a few things left if I'm not mistaken. No, I already got Rudiger and everything on here. All right, everything should be good. So let me unpin this really quickly. Show y'all what I got. We can start from the very beginning, work our way up. All right, let's start at the very top. Strongest to weakest. Strongest character is Super Rudiger, obviously. Well, this is during the Buu saga. So if we're talking about Goku during movie 13, he'd be the strongest character. Um, Also, Goku does say he trained after the Buu fight, so that would only make a little more sense to not make them the same character. Why is Super Low Broly? What do you mean? Why is Super Low Broly? The guy from the DB Hotjock? Why is Hotjock below Broly? Good question. There we go. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Rudigar's strongest, confirmed to be the strongest power Goku's felt. Right behind him is Kid Buu. Then you got Super Vegito. Kid Buu holds on to the Spirit Bomb that has immeasurable power. Vegeta's power, or Vegito's power, obviously isn't immeasurable. There you go. You got Gogeta. Gogeta pretty much is just like on. Well, it depends on how you feel. There's some guys saying that he's stronger than Vegito. Some guys saying that he's weaker. I'm gonna go with the ones that are saying that Vegito's stronger. I'll take that. Um, both lose or both slam Buhan, both slam Boo tanks. Then you got Base Rudigarn, um, Super Janemba, Goku, Gohan, Gotenks, Janemba, Super Boo, Evil Boo, Gotenks in Super Saiyan form. You can see the list before your eyes. Just Fat Boo, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Majin Vegeta, Goku, or Good Boo, Bio Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan 2, or Legendary Super Saiyan Broly from movie 10, Deborah, Hot Jock, Broly from movie 8, Super Perfect Cell, Gohan, Yakon, Bojack, Cell again, Cell Juniors, Bojack, Cell, Gohan, or Cell, Goku, or Gohan, Goku, Trunks, Vegeta. I hope I'm not losing y'all, but um, honestly, I don't think Shin is whooping. I don't think Shin is touching any of these. You got Kid Trunks and Goten, Semi Perfect Cell, Android 16, the Imperfect Self with the humans absorbed, Super Android 13. Uh, I don't think he's beating. Yeah, I don't think he's beating that. Y'all can see it, bro. Uh, and then Super. Honestly, Super has to be a whole new thing. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta reset it. All right. So tier list is reset. Uh, let's get to it. I'm trying to find Battle of Gods first, but um, is there Battle of Gods on here? Oh, sorry, Resurrection F. I don't know how there's not Battle of Gods. Yeah, Resurrection F right there. Battle of Gods, finally. Okay, cool. Um, I'm gonna include the last few characters of the Buu saga as like a little benchmark, but y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna understand it. All right, just so y'all can understand it. Then Beerus, easy. And this is in context of the full Super Series manga included, so Beerus would be at the pinnacle. Then mm, mm, mm. I did. It's right there. Should be the one that I just did right there. Um, where did I leave off at? Oh yeah. So I'm assuming this is Super Saiyan God. Assuming. I don't know. Because it just says Goku on it, so I'm assuming that's what the tier was meant for. Battle of Gods. Any more Battle of Gods stuff? To my knowledge, nope. All right, cool. So base Goku, I'm accounting for Saiyan Beyond God. Um, I'm accounting for Saiyan Beyond God in these cases. Frieza in base is relative to this Goku. Um, then mm, 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 mm. Trying to find something. Where's Super Saiyan Blue Goku from the Resurrection F arc? Are you not going to reveal yourself? Does anyone else not see the Does anyone else not see Super Saiyan Blue Goku for the Resurrection F movie? Jesus Christ, his list is terrible. Okay, I'll just forego the Goku spot then. You obviously know where Goku should go then. It's just stupid, honestly. Yep, not there. All right, Universe 6 vs 7 tournament arc. Uh Kaba is all the way down here. Right there. Honestly, honest to God, I'd say like right here. Like that's where Kaba scales to me. Like Kaba's not powerful to me at all. Uh, you feel me? You know, he's just a placeholder. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. Honestly, I'm kind of drained, and this list isn't even good. Like, real talk. Um, Not gonna lie, I'm kind of done with this show.